Hi, I'm Anthony from learningtoplaytheguitar.net. In this video we're going to look at three very common chords, which are G, C and D. These three chords are used in thousands of songs and including such hits as Eyed Girl by Van Morrison, Sweet Home Alabama by Lynyrd, Skynrd, Love Me Do by the Beatles, Blowing in the Wind by Bob Dylan. These chords are everywhere. There's G, C, D, I like to call them the three chords of country music, so they have a real particular country music sort of sound to them. So here we go. With the G chord, again, we're going to place our first finger now on the second fret of the 5th string, second finger up here on the 3rd fret of the 6th string, and our third finger down the bottom here on the 3rd fret of the 1st string, and 6th string chord, so pluck every single string, good pressure. Make sure the hands again aren't sliding too far back here, otherwise it can be hard to press down. Make sure the fingers are sliding as far forward as you can towards the frets, like so. The other thing to watch out for here is that the bottom finger itself might not slide back, or not apply enough pressure to that 3rd finger. Make sure it's pressing down fairly firmly. And also again watch that the fingers don't curve over, so it's a really common issue for beginners, so we don't block the edge of the other adjacent strings, so really on the fingertips there for G. So then the other chord here in this combination of G, C and D is C. So now first finger here on the 1st fret of the 2nd string, second finger skips over a string here and jumps onto the 2nd fret of the 4th string, third finger does its stretch, little diagonal shape sort of out here to the 3rd fret of the 5th string, and 5 strings from the 5th string down to the thin string near the floor there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and again fingers right on the fingertips, doing a good stretch, otherwise you don't stretch far enough, we'll end up with a sort of, find it very hard to press down, hard to get a nice big clear sound, and fingers are standing upright, not leaning over as I'm showing there, so otherwise you end up with blockages again, so it's all about fingers on the fingertips. So I might have mentioned this in other videos, but I'll just say this again, make sure if you're finding it hard to get C operating, because it's a bit harder than some like chords like D or E. First finger here, just build it up with 3 strings, 1, 2, 3, so 3rd string, 2nd string, 1st string with 1 finger. Just add the 2nd finger into the combination now, make sure he's not blocking. It doesn't even matter to you, sometimes if the nail here on the top pushes into the 5th string as I'm trying to show here, that's okay, because we can do that because this is going to be blocked by this other finger here, so it's behind play if you like, in a sort of a football analogy, no one will notice it. The main thing is we want to make sure we don't block this 3rd string there, so we need to, if he's like sort of blocking like that, I'll just replant him, as I say, further up there. Make sure we've got clearance. It doesn't matter again if he blocks that, because I'm going to stick a finger there anyway in the front, so we should have to get a nice C chord that way. So if you're finding C a bit difficult, try those little things to build that chord up. And the last chord in the G, C, D combo, of course, is D, which is the triangle guy again. So first finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, second finger down to the 2nd fret here on the 1st string, and then 3rd finger in the front there on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, makes your triangle shape, and 5 strings again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way through, checking everyone sounds nice and pretty and clear, good pressure. Again, don't let the fingers slide back too far, otherwise it can be hard to press down, you end up with that horrible sound. And also the big thing to watch for here is that the fingers, again, are right on the fingertips, tippy-toe stuff, so they're not leaning over and blocking the edge of the 1st string, which is a common problem starting out. So good hard pressure right on the fingertips, and nice and far forward as we can, or obviously without going over the fret. So that's it. So we've got G, C with the diagonal one, and your D triangle. And those 3 chords are used in hundreds, if not thousands, of songs.